USAA knows dynamic duos can save the day, like superheroes and sidekicks or auto and home insurance. With USAA, you can bundle your auto and home and save up to 10%. Learn more and get a quote at USAA.com/bundle. Restrictions apply.
The Abercrombie Kids Summer Sale is in full swing, with up to 50% off select styles for the season. Summer plans, vacation, and camp days are all covered, with new dresses, shorts, tees, and swim. Abercrombie Kids has the summer staples they need and the looks that they want to wear. Shop in-store, online, or in the app. Offer applies to select styles as indicated. Discount applied at checkout online.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
I've got one question for you.
And what is that?
In the words of one of the greatest butt rock bands of all time, what if you die? What if you die? What a fucking
Dude, the
record.
Scream fucking 3 soundtrack is on another level. I just want everyone to understand that. Way better than the movie.
For sure, that is a
yeah.
step up from the movie.
Oh, the Scream 3 soundtrack's so good. All of those soundtracks are good.
Yeah.
Scream soundtracks are really good. That's not what we're talking about this week. I wish it was.
No, I mean, we do talk about Scream on here more than most Christmas podcasts.
I wonder if we could get like a Guinness World Record for that or something.
Most times someone's talked about Scream on a Christmas podcast.
Nobody else is. We've definitely outranked everyone. There's no way there's anyone ahead of us.
I feel pretty good with that assessment. Yeah, probably. Anyway.
Great opening, dude. Kudos.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You and I both, I would say, kind of hit a little bit of Marvel fatigue.
Yes.
Which is understandable.
Yeah.
But, for you, I still haven't seen it yet. But the word on the street is that Thunderbolts is really fucking good. And that it kind of won back people's good graces in Marvel a little bit. Mm-hmm. And, we got this Fantastic Four movie that's on the horizon, which I don't think there's anyone who's even like a little bit unsure about this. People are like, no, this looks good.
I think so. I heard like rumblings like a couple weeks ago or something that like sneak previews didn't go amazingly, but at the same time, like I don't know how much I put into that shit. That's
kind of where I land anymore too. I'm like, I'm sure it's fine. You know what I mean? Like it might not be like the end all be all, but I'm sure it's acceptable enough.
No, and it's gotten me interested. That being said, I am also part of the problem because I can sit here all I want and say like, oh, I'm so out of this Marvel fatigue. But I mean, I got a little excited when we were seeing the Avengers Doom chairs, like when they were showing everybody in it. I'm like, this is gonna pop. This is gonna be heat.
Yeah, and this
So
is
they
all
say.
to bring us to this moment right here.
Yes.
Which is you decided to have us check out Season 2, Episode 3 of What If.
Yeah.
What If Happy Hogan Saved Christmas? And I want to ask you, what was your feelings on What If as a series?
I have only seen a few episodes. I pick and chose the ones that like interested me.
Yeah.
For example, I was a big like Marvel Zombies kid, like when those books were coming out. So I really bought into that episode, and I thought that was a pretty good watch. That being said, if I've watched another episode, I couldn't tell you which one it was. I know of some of the concepts more than I know of the show itself. And I know that those concepts have also led into other things, such as, I believe, Peggy Carter showing up in, like, Doctor Strange 2.
Yeah.
I know that was, like, a what-if thing, I believe.
So my biggest issue is I'm in the minority where I am not the biggest What If fan.
Okay.
I mean, people,
so is this a show that people really enjoy?
I think that this is one of the higher ranked shows
Okay.
in the overall
I am so far
vibe.
removed from not only like this, but also a lot of the Marvel TV shows. And I
Yeah.
know some of it's good. I actually finally started watching Loki and was like, this is a pretty fun watch.
I think that the
But
more
I'm so
disconnected,
out
the
on a
more
lot of it.
disconnected from the overall universe, the more people seem to like it.
Okay.
I think that people are, and like, again, understandably so, people are very burned out on like the required watching side of it.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, well, you can't watch this without watching this, and you also probably need to watch this. Like, that's where people just get like, all right, I don't fucking care that much to watch all this. My issues were, I just don't like this type of animation.
It's really weird because it looks both expensive and cheap at the same exact time.
Yeah, it's like mocap, but like cheap mocap.
There was a moment in this specific episode where like Justin Hammer is doing a dance and it looks really awkward. Like
Yeah.
it just does not look good.
When I heard, oh, they're going to do What If, and they're going to do What If as a cartoon, I really truly thought like, ooh, we're going to do this in that 90s like Spider-Man X-Men animation.
Yeah.
So when it was this like kind of weird, you know what it reminds me of? Did you ever see Richard Linklater made 2 animated movies in the 90s and early 2000s?
Scanner Darkly.
A Scanner Darkly
Yeah.
a Scanner Darkly and Waking Life, where they
I've
filmed.
seen a Scanner Darkly. I know of a Waking Life. Yeah.
So with both of those, and this is definitely not what they did, because there's no way that they had the money to do this. But the way that those movies were made was that Richard Linklater shot a movie, like filmed actors in a movie, and then handed those film cells to a painter who meticulously painted over the film strip. And like,
this looks like someone free-handed that.
yeah. Yeah, like it's just, I never liked the vibe of it, and I also never really got into, so I loved the way that you loved Marvel Zombies growing up. I loved the What If comics growing up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And what I loved about the What If comics was that, to me,
Did you hold on, pause real quick. Did you see like the controversy like a couple months? This might be a couple years ago at this point, where they did like, what if Miles Morales was Thor instead?
I can't remember.
It got rightfully destroyed because it was very stereotypical and yeesh.
Of course.
Just
Well,
curious if you had.
So this is the rumor I've always heard, and I don't know how true this is.
Yeah.
But my memory, especially of the 90s and early 2000s What If comics, was that this makes sense. Was that the What If comics were originally designed as kind of a fuck you to the nerdy audiences.
Yeah.
Because if I remember anyway, when I was reading What If, that damn near every issue a bunch of important characters died in horrific ways.
That's awesome.
And the way I understood it was that it was almost like Stan Lee was sick and tired of having to constantly answer the question of like, well, what if the Hulk could hold the Thor hammers, the hammer from Thor? And his solution was like, all right, I'm going to answer all these fucking dorky questions, but every single answer to these dorky questions is all of your favorite characters die and the world's miserable.
I wish he would have taken like the conversation from Mallrats and done that. Like, the Thing is this whole thing like Orange Rock.
Yeah, like it's just like but that's what I was hoping this was going to be.
That's the Disney Plus episode that should get released.
That's for sure. But that's like what I was hoping this was going to be to a certain extent. Was like, ooh, we're going to do animation because this can get violent. This can get like really fucked up and dark. And I don't think it ever quite got there. It was also serialized.
I think the closest might have been that Zombies episode.
Episode.
It did get dark. That one at least.
And I can't remember. I feel like all of them in some way became pseudo serialized instead of being an anthology series. And it's like, just let an anthology series anthology. Like that was the other thing that made me annoyed. Right? It was like every single fucking Marvel thing is required viewing to watch the next piece of Marvel thing. And like, what if felt like something that could literally just be like a nice weekly show with no stakes, and then like somehow like every season all of these alternate universes started collapsing on top of each other, and the characters from the first couple episodes had to save the characters from the last. Like it was like, can we just not? Can like instead of What If just being a show of hypothetical questions, it turned into like a giant multiverse show, and like the multiverse is what fucking destroyed the MCU. The MCU had such a flawless run. Or
do you think there was a way to do it right?
I'm sure there was. I mean, there was a lot of other things that happened too.
Oh yeah,
right?
For sure.
Like Kang was such an interesting villain, and then that dude fucked up everything. And it felt like they just could not figure out how to fix that issue.
Yeah.
So it just kind of floundered with us just like never getting a continuation of that story. And I was like, I don't understand how you can't just recast this dude.
It's really like that has actually stopped me from wanting to catch up on certain shit. Yeah. Like, I don't want to watch some of these things because they're not going to get paid off.
Yeah.
That specifically.
That's really frustrating. And that's why I was like, I genuinely don't understand why you don't just recast the character. It's fucking Kang. Like, man's borderline a shapeshifter. Just give him a variant that doesn't look like that actor and move the fuck on.
Yeah. And it's not like they haven't done it before. To be fair, I mean, I know that the actor died, but they literally just replaced Thaddeus Ross.
100%.
As what's his face? Wow.
Harrison Ford,
thank you.
Han Solo, Indiana
I was
Jones.
going to say Han
Ever
Solo.
hear of him?
I almost said they replaced him with Han Solo, and then I like stopped myself as if no one would know who the fuck I was talking about.
I have to tell you this because you are the person who will appreciate this pun more than anybody.
Yeah,
and this was a pun I wrote 3 years ago. I forgot about this pun.
I love it.
So I'm gearing up. Comic-Con is coming up soon.
Yeah.
Barb is coming with me to Comic-Con.
Okay.
And I was trying to build up excitement. And on the Geekscape Instagram, Geekscape Forever, every year at Comic-Con, I would save our entire story as individual stories that you could watch of every year that we've been at Comic-Con since 2018.
Okay.
So I was showing her these like stories so she could see like what the cosplay is like, etc. Yeah. And I had to have sent you a picture of this guy.
I'm sure you did.
But there was a guy who was a Star Wars Santa Claus. So he was like Santa Claus. He takes a photo. He's got the hand out doing like the Jedi thing. He's got a giant...
I know this has nothing to do with Marvel, but can this be the cover photo for this episode?
Probably not. But he's got his hand out. He's got his hand out doing the thing. Okay. He's got the cloak on, and he's holding his lightsaber that's candy cane colored.
That's fucking sick.
And my caption said, "You can call me Han Solo."
I think what's awesome is there's gotta be a better Christmas pun you could have done.
1,000 times, but I think that's so delightfully lazy.
It's just, that's the thing, is like, it's such a like a weird stretch that's also lazy as fuck. Like you didn't think outside of any boxes there.
I said Solo sounds like ho ho ho. I can cram that together. He's not I know he's not a Jedi, but I can work around that. Anyway,
Star Wars, Marvel, it's all nerd shit.
Hey, it's Paris. You know I love sparkly things, right? Like stars. Duh. And thanks to Hilton and AutoCamp, I just slept under them. Picture me, serving looks by the fire outside my luxurious Airstream, making s'mores with the kids, while a national park is our backdrop. The great outdoors meets Hilton hospitality. That's hot. Explore all the new ways to stay at Hilton.com. Hilton for the stay.
Brace the rudders! Raise the sails! Raise the sails!
Captain, an unidentified ship is approaching. Over.
Roger. Wait, is that an enterprise sales solution?
Reach sales professionals, not professional sailors. With LinkedIn ads, you can target the right people by industry, job title, and more. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started today at linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply.
My day kicks off with a refreshing Celsius energy drink, then straight to the gym. Pre-K pickup, back home to meal prep. Time for my fire station shift. One more Celsius, gotta keep the lights on. When the 3-alarm hits, I'm ready. Celsius. Live, fit, go. Grab a cold, refreshing Celsius at your local retailer or locate now at Celsius.com.
You know that feeling when someone shows up for you just when you need it most? That's what Uber is all about. Not just a ride or dinner at your door. It's how Uber helps you show up for the moments that matter. Because showing up can turn a tough day around or make a good one even better. Whatever it is, big or small, Uber is on the way. So you can be on yours. Uber, on our way.
Amazon One Medical presents Painful Thoughts.
I've been on hold to make a doctor's appointment for 23 minutes now. The automated voice has told me 47 times that my call is very important to them. I'm starting to think that they don't think my call is important at all.
With Amazon One Medical 24/7 virtual care, you'll get help fast without having to remain on the line to make an appointment. Amazon One Medical. Healthcare just got less painful.
In the darkest corners of the internet, a nameless, formless entity has been growing. No one dares question where it was created or what it wants, but those who have been entranced by its musings chant its blood-curdling name in unison. Horror Movie Night!
Find Horror Movie Night on your favorite podcasting app or at hmnpodcast.com.
This is not serialized. Like,
no,
this
is definitely definitively a standalone.
This should have been called "What If Die Hard Was Marvel."
Well, I literally wrote that. I love that this is just a Die Hard parody. Like 100%. At its core, it's a Die Hard parody. There's a good reference to A Christmas Story, but the highlight of this whole thing to me, I know you have one thing that you want to talk about. But
yeah.
My highlight starts 5 seconds into this bad boy, where we get this mashup of the Marvel Studios music mixed with the 12 Days of Christmas, and it sounds fucking killer.
Oh,
it's only
sick.
like 10
it's
seconds,
super sick.
But it's amazing.
I wish put this on streaming, guys.
Yeah.
I need to add it to my playlists.
But you had definitely texted me while you were watching, and the gist of what you were texting me, and I felt like it was like, we need to, if there's one thing we need to talk about, it's this.
Yeah,
and
it's
the
absolutely
casting,
insane.
the voice casting.
Because so I'm sitting there, and honestly, Jon Favreau didn't completely like take me like, oh, that's definitely Jon Favreau.
Yeah.
I think he just doesn't have that distinctive a voice.
How did they get Favreau?
Yeah, but he also he doesn't really have that distinctive a voice. And then I heard Darcy's character, Kat Dennings, and I was like, that that girl's spot on. It's like, this sounds like Kat Dennings. And that's when I looked up on IMDb. They have basically everyone except for the big 3 actors that you wouldn't expect to have come back for this.
Yeah.
Like, the only 3 people that do not reprise their role are Robert Downey Jr., Chris
Hemsworth?
Chris Hemsworth did do his voice in this.
Yeah.
Chris, which one didn't come back? Fucking Captain America, dude. Chris Evans.
Oh, Chris Evans.
And Scarlett Joe. Those are the only 3 that didn't come back. It's absolutely wild. They got Sam Rockwell, bro.
Yeah.
Like, Sam Rockwell came back.
He was in high demand.
Which is, that's kind of insane, though, that we haven't seen that Justin Hammer character since fucking...
Until this.
Until
like this
Iron
moment.
Man 2. Until 2023's fucking What If Happy Hogan Saved Christmas. It's weird what they chose to do here, but I liked it. I actually genuinely enjoyed this. However, I didn't enjoy it to a point where I'll watch it every year. Like, it's not Christmassy enough, but I didn't hate watching this.
And that's kind of where I landed on. I didn't have a ton of notes written down for this one, but it's just nice. You know what I mean? Like, it's like there's not much to talk about. Like you said, it's Die Hard.
It's a goofy cartoon short. Happy Hogan accidentally injects himself with Hulk serum halfway through it, and he saves the day. Like, he kicks fucking Sam Rockwell's ass, and they do a bunch of Die Hard shit. Like, Die Hard. Does he fall out a window? Yes. Is there a machine gun ho 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 reference? Yes. Like, it's all there.
It's all there. But it's also like so. I'm trying to think how to word this. So much of the Marvel stuff is like DEFCON 4 end of the world stuff, and this is so like whatever. Like Sam Rockwell's like, I'm gonna rob Stark Tower for Christmas. And you're like, all right. Don't affect me none if Hogan stops this or not.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think they play into that a little bit, seeing as like no one is coming to help. Like,
it's not anyone's priority.
it's just happy Kat Dennings and then the agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. The one agent from S.H.I.E.L.D.
the only agent from S.H.I.E.L.D.
Of S.H.I.E.L.D. There is a bit where I think Darcy says, and that scary guy with the eye patch, and I chuckled at that.
Yeah, listen, I will never not smile at a good Nick Fury reference.
For sure.
But yeah,
it's inoffensive. It's inoffensive.
Inoffensive is a great word. But it is like, it is everything that Marvel at its best is, right? Like, it's lighthearted, it's funny, it's just a good time. But yeah, I agree with you. This is not. If there was like a thesis statement of like, what is Christmas 365? Like, if I had to pitch it to somebody, I'd be like, we watch stuff to try to decide if it'll be part of our yearly rotation.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, and it's like, this definitely not part of the. This wouldn't even be.
I feel even like I'm going to forget this exists.
100%. This is going to be one of those things where, like, 5 or 6 years from now, hanging out with Barb's kids, Christmas time, and like we're trying to think of something to watch, and like a new Marvel movie.
You scroll past it. Like, you're not even going to think about it. You're just going to scroll past it.
I think there may have been a Christmas episode of you know what I mean? Like, you have like that moment of going back to it. What I would love for us to do one of these days, but it's a whole goddamn show, would be Hawkeye, which was really fucking fun.
And I haven't watched it yet. I will eventually watch it. When I finish it, we'll talk about it.
Okay.
Like, when I finish it, we'll talk about it.
Well, you give me a heads up when you're watching it so I can rewatch it, because it's been a bit, but it's like, you know, it's 6 episodes. It's not
a lot.
It's not a ton, and it was kind of cool because it came out like in over 5 weeks, and like week 1 was right after Thanksgiving, and the final episode dropped on December 22nd, and it was just like this cool little weekly superhero show that took place at Christmas time, getting you excited during Christmas time. Like, I remember liking it quite a bit, and that's one where, if God forbid they had just made that a movie instead of a mini series, I would probably legitimately watch it every year.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of the better I'm looking at it right now. It had a 92% rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's
like
awesome.
it's probably one of the better reviewed shows for Marvel.
Plus, I mean, after Thunderbolts, I'm all in on Flo Pugh. So
Yeah.
like, she be still my beating heart. Like
Yeah.
she's fucking so awesome. I know all the spoilers. Like I know Kingpin's gonna show up and shit like that.
Yeah, and that was like a huge deal at the time because everyone's like, "Oh, I think he might." You know, there's always that like, "I think he might."
Which rules, dude? Like Vinny D, I will watch Vincent D'Onofrio play Kingpin any day of the week. He is a scary individual.
Fucking. Did you watch the newest Daredevil?
We are on episode 6.
Okay. Then I won't say anything.
Yeah.
But he does something in the last episode that's the scariest shit I've ever seen him do as Kingpin. Like, I need you to text
like,
me
I know
when
I know he has that one guy like held up in a fucking cell right now.
Yeah,
the guy that cheated on his wife with him.
I'm telling you.
Okay. When I lead with that and you're like, no, dude. Like, okay, cool.
Like, I thought that the scariest thing that Kingpin would ever do was when he smashed that dude's head in a door until it clicked shut.
So brutal.
There's something more brutal than that happens in the last episode of Daredevil Born Again. So I'm expecting a text message when it happens because you'll know.
What a good show.
It's not one that you're going to be like, oh, I missed it.
And I think like Daredevil Born Again appeals to me so much more than any of those other Netflix shows.
Some people did not like it, and I think that it was like one of the episodes that I fucking loved. Did you get to the bank heist episode yet?
Yes.
That episode's so fun, and it's so like
so good.
Just a one-off, barely has. There's like a little bit of connective tissue plot line, but so little. All right, we're on so many.
We're so off track, but yes, this is less. This is not Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. This isn't even Iron Man 3 levels of what I want to watch around Christmas time. Probably going to forget about this, but it's inoffensive. If you have kids and your kids are hyperfixating on Marvel around Christmas time, this is a great watch for them. And I feel like if maybe I watched this as a kid, maybe I would also be like super stoked about this. And if you like Die Hard, this is worth a watch as well. But nope, not added to the weekly rotation, or the yearly rotation. But yeah, that's all I got to say about What If.
Yeah.
But I'm back in on Marvel. I'm really excited for Fantastic Four.
I love that. Well, Merry Christmas, buddy.
Merry Christmas, dude.
Whoa, now we won't stop till the big ball drops on New Year's. Have a happy holiday, have a great holiday, have a merry happy holiday.
You're listening to the Geekscape Network.